Guys, welcome back to part 2 of turning a Schwinn scooter into a 2-stroke rocket. I have some awesome performance parts in this video which include a KX65 pipe and a Mikuni VM24 carburetor. So you're not going to want to miss this, guys. Be sure you turn on that post notification bell. But anyways, we're going to have to get right to work. The only way we can get this pipe to fit is like that. But it's going to be pretty much all the way up to here. So basically I'm just going to cut it right here, clock it. Guys, sorry for the mess. I decided I'm going to be redoing the whole rear end of the scooter completely, mostly to give us more space to stand. So yeah, that's just a little problem I'm running into this build so far, but we're going to redo this whole rear end. So I was considering the fact if I want to do rear suspension. It's a pretty light scooter, so I don't really think there would be a need for suspension. Now if we were building an off-road scooter or like a 4-stroke scooter, then yes, we would do suspension. So I've had one of those moments where I was tapping on this thing for like 20 minutes straight trying to get this drum off because I thought it was press fit, and it turns out it just unscrews. I just wasted 30 minutes of my life. Man, these Chinese scooters are so simple. So this is a clutch tusk puller for dirt bikes, and just watch this. And this is totally mind-blowing for me because I didn't even know they were threaded. I thought they were press fitted, but as you can see, they're threaded. So So this is a 120 millimeter brake disc, and I tried welding it as true as possible, but this is just some really heat sensitive stainless steel, I believe. It just warped like crazy, and it actually cracked right there and right there. So I had to weld it up, and it just keeps on cracking. So I ordered a bigger brake disc, and it's gonna be a bolt-on, so I think it's gonna be much better. Well guys, new year, new carburetor. Here's the stock one, and the problem with this one is, you know, it's pretty tunable, I like it, but at higher RPMs it really is a restriction. This is a whole different jet size, so that is not gonna work. Now these two are very good carburetors, and they're pretty much both the same thing, except this one has a flange and this one has a spigot mount. I've seemed to found a perfect coupler that just hugs it really tight, and also the same diameter pipe. It goes in there really nicely. So I'm just going to try to quickly make an intake manifold. I don't want to put too much time into it because, for one, I don't even know if this carburetor is going to work. So we're just going to try to quickly make an intake, not out of this pipe but with another pipe, and I'll see you tomorrow guys, and hopefully this thing works. So here's the intake manifold I made. Like I said, didn't want to put too much time into it, but honestly I think this will do. If you actually look inside, there are no welds sticking on the inside. I grinded them all down. I think it should flow pretty good. I'm really excited to give it a try. Well guys, we got the scooter pretty much ready to rip. Let's go ahead and give it our first test drive, or try to. This thing is pretty much tack welded together. Let's hope nothing breaks. This thing has way too much power. So for one, it's having a major air leak right here at the coupler. This coupler is too stiff. Now this is something I knew was gonna happen, but I really try to jam it on there really tight, but it still unscrewed the sprocket. So I got a CNC part on the way that should fix that. And we accidentally cracked our case right there. So in order to fix that air leak, I've wrapped some electrical tape around my intake. I've also bought a radiator hose. This fits perfectly, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut out my desired length. Our package has came in. This should hopefully fix my sprocket issue. Not bad. This is a little CNC sprocket hub, and it should fix most of my chain and sprocket issues. Good news and bad news. The good news is we got this thing almost dialed in. The bad news is we don't have a jet big enough, and also this thing just keeps on blowing exhaust gaskets left and right. Despite that guys, I'm going to show you this thing has an insane power band, insane power, and I think we can easily hit 8 or 9, maybe even 10 horsepower on high octane fuel in a proper tune. Excuse my gas tank and all the wires and stuff, that will be fixed, but guys, watch this.
Well guys, as you've seen, the power band was insane, but unfortunately I'm gonna have to end it here. I've already been spending lots of time on the scooter trying to get it tuned, so I gotta order some parts. In part 3 I'm gonna tidy up the scooter, possibly paint it, possibly weld the seat and a few guards and fenders. We're gonna go ahead and buy some performance mods and get this thing to 10 horsepower. Right now I think it has somewhere in the territory of 6 to 7, so we got some mods coming on the way in part 3. Now parts take a long time to come, so part 3 will probably be in about 2 weeks, so stay tuned for that guys. So anyways guys, if you enjoyed the video, hit that like button down below, subscribe if you're new and hit that bell, and if you have an Instagram, be sure to follow me at Vasily1Fab. So anyways, the shifter card is waiting for me. I'm gonna end it here. Stay tuned for more guys, and peace.